Yeah, all right.
Liza and Elias, we were talking about because she's, or he is, but she is one of the best DJ ever. Brandon Spivey, kind of all cops are bastard artist.
All coppers are target.
That's seism, and it's beautiful. I like the visual of it. The music is good. The visual is super. A bird that's gonna vanish from Earth, hélas. That's another funny label. Oh my god, this record is fucking good. This is what she says. Although that because it's all made by the hand, transfer and blah blah blah. Oh, the Zenith on Industrial Strength Records, IST, The Flower of Intelligence, The Forgotten Fish Memory Orchestra, a band from Netherlands playing klezmer, Chinese, Japanese. They are really they were doing shows that are super. The Green Arrow sound system. That's big. That's fucking big. Paris sound system building up his sound system by themselves. That's solid. Sandero, Zunca, Cumbia, Gaetas Calientes, Máximas Family. A bloody superb album as well. More in cumbia style. And maybe one of the funny thing, I don't know if you can zoom, but it's a fake party. It's like modelism, you know, like people doing trains at home. And he reproduced a party with a little personage like that. And it looks like it's a real party. Because actually even the speakers produce music and he makes little artifice for people to think it's a real party. It's really, really solid, and the music is a French producer called Al Extreme that I love a lot. And for the finish, we have Luca RHT, a French musician that does like more hardcore raw style, new school, and the sleeve is by the label owner. It's Fennec. That's already something. Huh? Toolbox Records opened in '98, in October. I discovered techno like in '93 or 4, thanks to Liza and Elias, a DJ that was really not doing the techno like what I didn't like in techno, because she was coming from industrial music and I was coming from industrial music, and she gave me the real answer about what it is. So after that, I was doing a type library called La Demothèque, where people were sending demos and people could borrow demos. So that was really connected to the male art scene of the end of 80s and the start of 90s. And then I was already in music, making music and having a fanzine called La Rue Clandestine, where we were doing interviews and like you do, but on a fanzine. And then I quit my job and went to work at KGB Records at a flea market called Les Puces de Clignancourt in Paris. I worked there for two years, I think. And then we tried to develop a little distribution, a network of distribution to distribute the Paris sound, basically, a bit where people would want it. So we were making listening music through the phone, sending faxes. That was before the internet, formally. And then after this project collapsed, but I had nothing to do. and I had was doing my label and stuff. So I started to my Toolbox in '98, and then after it was really in a little place, basically at home. And then after I could rent a little place, and then after with Sphenoid and Techno Plus, we decided to create a pool, like little drops make rivers. And but it didn't last long. And then after with Sphenoid, we removed in Rue Saint-Ambroise. And in 2008, 2007, there was the subprime crisis and the internet developing. And for the vinyl, for the DJ on vinyl, that was really a big crisis. And many record shops closed, including Sphenoid or Hocus Pocus, who was famous in Paris, you know. And then during 1 year, I stayed like off and kept on doing only distribution. And then we opened the shop. And I think we kind of did it smaller and more focusing on internet after the COVID, because people were not moving anymore because they discovered they could order on the internet, basically. So that's all in one, a bit of the story.
Yes. So you kind of saw that mail order was a way forward in record
We were
sales.
always mail order. We were always on the backyard. On the street, I was doing it, of course, with KGB, you know, because that was a record shop. But when we settled the distribution, then it became more private. I mean, more for professional, between professional, or tending to become professional, you know, because it's only independent labels, most of them auto production from the artists. So it's tending to become professional. They try to express themselves, and well.
What area? What basically genres are a big deal to Toolbox? What do you specialise in?
We are specialized into vinyl. It means we do not do T-shirts, merchandising and stuff. We only do vinyl, focusing on this media. We do a bit of CD, a bit of tape sometimes, but really vinyl is, as you can see around, the main thing we do. And about the kind of music, we only do sound system culture. That means it can be drum and bass, dub, hardcore, hard tech, house, whatever. But sound system culture only. So it means we do not do pop music or very few stuff like out of sound system culture. So most of the vinyl we sell are for DJs, but not only, of course. And they are in France. There is a big scene for hard techno, and we are from where we are, so we do a lot of hard techno, even if not only. And acid and hardcore coming from Lizen Elias, it's not a big surprise. And well, I think mainly those. We also do industrial music because I come from there, so more like experimental or noise, or what is good is when music cannot be put in a category. Actually, it's the in-between or the exact. You cannot talk about it. You have to listen to it. Then it's more music than if it's more art. I mean, yeah. But in music as well, you have the receipt. You know, like cooking a pizza, and when the pizza is good, man, that's nice, because we all eat pizzas at some time, you know. But so it's very difficult to define what we sell. We sell what people want, but as well what they do not expect to find.
It is quite a passion that you have for industrial and for hard music and sound system music. It's a great thing. There aren't many people looking at the really extreme end of music.
So about the hard music, the extreme music, because the word I don't like extreme. But what I think is really like we do. How you say, sound system is music for the people. by the people. So we don't work with any major companies. We do not go exclusives with the labels. We just stay independent and let people remain independent as well. So when we produce a record ourselves, because we do a lot of production too, then of course we are exclusive. We produce it, but then we try to spread it wherever it can be spread. If it's Japan, it's Japan. If it's USA, it's USA. If it's Marseille, it's Marseille. It's another planet as well. You know, it's every city for the sound system music. The city it comes from is a style. At home, all my records are, my personal collection is by cities. It's Manchester music is not the same as London music. You know, it's Bristol music, can be connected to Manchester at some point, but yeah, you know, it's a very geography. There is a super song about that geography. But yeah, it's a dub song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really about question of feeling, I guess. We listen to music and then we say, yeah, we're gonna get 30 copies, 100 copies, 200, whatever. Depends on the how many customers we can have, and as well how we're gonna push this little thing that is so fragile because it's independent.
I come from like 1988, you know, I got into acid in 88. So there's a lot of us who go back a long way, like yourself, and we are quite disgusted by like club culture and DJ culture and the elitism. You know, it looks like you're breaking down. You're, like you say, it's music from the people for the people, and it's great to see a continuation of the early days of acid house. You know, where it wasn't fancy or bourgeois. So it's good to see.
I think myself, I cannot say I'm not a bourgeois. I was born easy. My parents were not starving, you know. But of course, this sound system culture allow this as well. I mean, there's no racism. There is no blah blah blah. You go in a party, you are people as well. It's the free party movement and the technical scene and stuff. It's really connected to you come, you participate. If you don't participate, don't come.
We see the roots of like the free festival scene in England, you know, Stonehenge, all the early free festivals pre-dance. You know, we see there's a continuation in that politic in the modern scene.
Yeah, it was existing as well in France before Spiral Tribe or whatever came. Actually, the same places where there were free parties. I went to free parties before. That was not like it was not techno or it was different, of course, but it was still sound system culture. Dub exists since many years, and England owe money to Raga, bro.
Yeah, 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 definitely. When I was young, living in Manchester in the mid 1980s in squats in Manchester, the
La Hacienda,
yeah, oh yeah,
the afters.
yeah, but the black kids, you would walk past a garage, and the door would open and you'd see a stack of speakers, and all the kids around the speakers, and in Manchester where the first Joy Division gigs were, they used to have battle of like sound system battles there, and it was like a very much a black only thing, and occasionally we would be in the building and we'd look through the glass and there was these like 3 sound systems set up, and I wish I had documented some of that period because it's very exciting. Yeah.
That's where this is a very Chicago, Detroit, and that was the idea. But as well in New York, there was all this birth of the disco in Chinatown clubs and stuff, where there was really a big melting pot of people.
Yeah.
That was not all what mainly there were how they say Spanish language guys, you know, from South America, but it was very weird. You could have queers and you could have white, you could have black. It was really open-minded. And in free parties, at some points, that's what I liked as well. But in free parties, even before the techno, I mean.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great thing, the history, you know, and yeah, seeing a current that existed before.
Yeah, because of the
continuing.
places.
Yeah,
It's the place where you can express yourself.
yeah,
And the material, of course, but the places. You know, there's underground,
yeah,
like catacombs or carrière, where you can squat and put a sound. You put an electrogen group, and you plug and bam,
yeah,
let's go.
yeah. Were you born in Paris, Christophe?
Yeah, I'm an indigène. Hein.
Yeah. Yeah, do you? I mean, you're contributing to the culture of Paris. You know, like you're running your shop and keeping that edge together.
I don't know if I contribute. Yeah, of course we all contribute. That's what I say. Participate.
Mm.
I participate.
Yeah,
It's better.
good man. Everybody I meet is too modest. You know, they
No,
do a
it's
good
not
job.
modest. It's true. I participate.
Yeah.
It's something I do are good. Something I do are bad. I participate. Just do what I want to do. I remain free and leave people to be free as well.
Yeah. You do your best to support like local artists. You,
Local or not, I work with artists from all over the world. It's not nowadays we are all connected to one another. You know, geography is important because you recognize the music when you listen to the track. You know it's where it's coming from most of the time, but it's not. We are a platform, so there is no only local story. You know, it's international, international because. You take my sound, I take your sound. You are from this city, I'm from this city. I send you a record, you send me a record. We kind of swap, you know, and then it's the music travels because it's physical. Vinyl is physical, and it cannot be as easy as digital. We have to find places to sell them or places to buy them. So it's here it's more like a platform rather than defending a flag. No, don't like flag.
yeah. Can you tell me about your passion for records and vinyl?
So vinyl is for me a love story. I cannot say why I love this media, but I can find reasons. Yeah. The first reason is about this. Basically, the pleasure of spinning it. It's really like the pleasure of spinning it. Probably comes from the discography of my parents who were having a vinyl player at home, and so I could listen and explore their culture. So that was really a bonus, I would say. But as well for mixing, I like it. I like to mix vinyl. It's really hard. And but besides that, there is you know. The CD came, the tape came. Oh, you have to buy all on tape. The CD came, you have to buy all on CD. The MP3 came, you have to buy all. Well, okay, that's a technology that lasts 10 years, 20 years. Vinyl is 100 years. You know, the vinyl as it is now, it's from 1945, Second World War. And but Neumann, who built up the cutters, is from the 30s, 1930s. So it's almost 100 years of development, of technological development that never went down. There's still creativity and creation in this technology. So I feel it's quite secure. Right? Must be probably if it lasts 100 years, it's probably more secure than something that will stop after 20 years. But as well, it's because of especially towards regarding the digital, it's a mechanic process for needle that moves, that make a wave, and then you put a needle, and this wave is reproduced. So there is no traduction. There is a when you listen to a digital music, there is 1,000 information per second. On a vinyl, there is almost some information per second. So it's still very in the flesh. Also, when my cat listens music, he listens the same thing as me. If he listens to MP3, it's designed for human ears. He doesn't hear the same thing as me, etc., etc. So it's also for the independent artists. It's a matter of fact that most of them do the mastering at home, have a friend that does mastering, blah blah blah. But they barely, never, especially at the beginning, meet a studio. So their music is when you do the mastering or even the cut with Simon Darvey, with who I work a lot. They often say, "Oh, there is noises and sounds I didn't heard even myself on my computer, on my speakers at home or whatever." So this is also a chance to meet a mastering, a sound design, and not a sound design, a mastering. Really, someone that's going to take care of your music, and that's quite good too. As well, of course, there's a sleeve. So you can put or not a sleeve, it will depend on the cost and the use of it. But you have all the artist world that can express in a decent format rather than on something that's going to get lost, Also, we are stocking carbon. That's good for the planet somehow. But yeah, as well because digital are stocked in big computers, blah blah blah, that need water, that need electricity, and finally, I'm not sure vinyl is less pollution. Yeah. Probably it is. It depends how long you use it. And there is something else. The cut. You can on the cut you can do many things. You can do 33 RPM, 45 RPM, more, less definition, information per second, and so there is also some skills for the cut. You can do locked groove, so you go to sleep, the record will still play the morning after when you wake up. If you've been to some afters, that could be. But it's so there is a lot of things that are more in the flesh, and that makes sense as well because you can buy a T-shirt. Well, it's the music. You like the music? Buy the music, bro.
Yes. Is it interesting for you to see the growth of vinyl? Like in England now, there's record shops opening up all the time. Vinyl now and records, they are becoming. There's a growth industry now.
So this is fake. Total fake. These record shop, what do they sell? What do they sell?
But in England, it's records. Quite honestly, there's loads.
What do they sell? What records? Where do they buy it? What music is it on it? Yeah. Is it new stuff or is it a repress of Beatles? You know what I mean? A lot of this vinyl renewing. Is a pure construction from major companies because on digital they got fucked by Apple and GAFA that they didn't took the good angle when digital came, and so now they try to find another way, blah blah blah. So they try to make the vinyl comeback, but the vinyl comeback is a pain for us because actually people want David Bowie repressed. They don't want the little artist from the corner of the street that did some experimental weird or techno or whatever. So this is not interesting for us. And it's even a pain for us because then pressing plants raised up the price and raised up the delay to have your vinyl. Before that, nobody was into vinyl, so we were easy, take it easy. We were in our little world. But then they came and again it's a pain. So there's a lot of independent pressing plant that developed. Some collapsed, some not. So we have another way, different ways to press our vinyl correctly again. But yeah, for me it's nonsense. The only thing that people that are discovering vinyl again want is classic pop rock stuff like nostalgic. it's not that crazy about the new stuff. There is a label in Paris called Teenage Menopause. They do not sell many records like that, but it's new stuff. But well, we distribute that, so we know it's not selling that crazy, but it's very good. It's very good. We try to use this to toy this new wave to push people to discover new stuff, rather than to get old repress from David Bowie or whatever. I like David Bowie, but it's not my job to distribute that. It's not independent, machin. No.
Yeah. I think that's a really good point. You know, you're right. So the record, the old major labels trying to basically catch a market.
Yeah, they create a market, but this market they create is not known. Is not our world, you know. And those record shops that developed a bit everywhere are not record shops that are gonna buy us records, and it's not record shop where are gonna buy records because they do not do production. They are like this with market where they do not have a chance to produce a record. This is totally different. If you see record shops we work with, almost all of them have a label. If you talk about Disconnect, if you talk about I don't know, at the time Ultrasony, and no, it's they are not they do not participate to the musical world.
Yeah.
They are just Muppets in the end of the system.
Yeah. I did an interview with Wim Mertens, a Belgian composer, who was on Disc de Crepuscule.
I love him.
Yeah, and basically what Wim said in an interview I did was that the music industry has destroyed more careers than it's created or helped to push, you know.
The idea, well, it was kind of melted with the new beat generation at the time. His very first records. I have some stuff from him remixed even by well, anyway, by Coil or. But yeah, is true. It's true. The point is, what do you call a career? The idea of a career is a pure invention of the major company system. Basically, you are a musician. If you have a career, I don't know, you're a musician, you make your music. If you can survive or live decently thanks to it, then you have a career. But the term career is available for every musician I work with. But nowadays, what we did, not me, we do it yourself doesn't exist. Do it together exists. It's a question of they manage some of them organize themselves to live decently thanks to their music without melting without being a toy in the end of a system, whatever it is. They create their own world apart, and that's really positive and nice. And it exists in vinyl, in digital as well. I mean, it's not a problem. A media to express yourself is your decision, but yeah, there is a solid independent cultures a bit everywhere in Europe, in the USA, in Japan, in England, a little bit in Africa, a little bit in Australia. On vinyl, very few, but even known, but in India, but it's in China, I don't know. Bah, un peu, mais pas beaucoup. So yeah, there is a lot of different ways, you know, and vinyl major companies and record shops selling AC/DC. Okay, cool. But it's not my business, not my problem. It's different. The only thing is they fucking made the price of pressing vinyl up.
Yeah. What new projects have you got coming up with your labels and have you any projects to tell us about? Any good?
I have many projects all the time.
Yeah.
I'm an hyperactive boy.
Yeah. Good man. Yeah.
So I have many projects from from I don't know. It's even the long-term projects are labels. There is a label called Green Arrow. It's a sound system from Paris. It's dub music. And we have a record on the way from More Sound and Fundy with quite good bass music. I mean, a bit stepper, but still bassy. We have a project with Armageddon on my label Hardcore, which name is Rouge de Colère. It's number 18, or 18 is right. For a label created 27 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
It's not, we're not in a hurry with this label. But number 18, yeah, going to be from Armageddon, who was formerly organizing the first parties, went to and discovered Liza and Elias. So it's kind of a rendezvous. Then I have another project on Tigri, which is another label of mine, which is a label that is not really hardcore, not really hard techno. This grey zone, grey area. It's the name of a style of music, but it's not the style of music. But it's a grey area. It's called Little Grey. And with a guy who was bringing me his tunes since months and months, and I make him work again and work again and work again to finally have an EP. I think it's almost 5 years work for him to settle this. So yeah, we have another project with Cracking Dub, who did his own cut at Decca Mastering, just in the corner of the street there, the third underfloor. He has a big studio, Decca Mastering. Hervé from Decca Mastering is the brother from Yann Dub. Maybe you know Yann Dub from Reverse Record. And and he has a cutting machine that people can use. Well, people that know how to use it, but it's kind of Airbnb of the cutting machine. And but it's really, really not open to everyone, of course, because it's not a machine you can use without knowing it, and without Hervé, to be sure you know how to use it. But yeah, and so he does his own cut, which is pretty rare. Alpha Cut does that as well. But so that's a cool project too. What else? I got a project with Melly from Cork Island. He's doing music, and I like it. It's banger, really banger. Many projects actually, but it's hard to tell them all. And anyway, when people see that, those projects will be out already since a while, I guess. So, I don't know, but because they're gonna come in February, January, those, and then after there are other projects and a lot.
You basically see a lot of positives. Am I right to say that? You know, you're involved in a lot of positive projects.
Oh yeah. With the negative project is not my. Negative Land I like the band for their cut-ups. Yeah. But no. Of course we have to. We are happy. We are lucky to be there, to be into music with the vinyl I love. No way to complain, bro.
For me, when I hear Toolbox, it's like a feeling of like satisfaction, because I know that you're good, and I know that I've worked with you. I've had some vinyl out with you. You've distributed vinyl. I've been involved in, and I just have a feeling of like confidence and respect. And it's really nice that there's a company there. You know, that is part of our scene, a part of the real. You know, those of us who don't give a fuck. You know, we're into the pure music and nothing else. And Toolbox is a really good feeling for me.
We like unpure music too, bro.
Good man. Devilish music, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Thanks a lot, Brandon.
Yeah, thank you.
Miss this. Buy this record or get down.
Children of darkness. When you started cutting yourself, what was going on inside your head?